Hey everyone, it's Joe, the 50-something Dasher, and a couple days ago in one of my videos, I made reference to the messages that I send customers on hand-to-customer orders, and I had somebody comment on that video and was kind of interested in that, wanted to know more, like why I send those messages and what exactly I say and everything. And I've talked about this before in one or two videos that I did before on contract violations. And if you haven't seen that video, I'll put a link down below in the description for the video. But I thought, I've got a lot of new traffic to the channel and some recently some new subscribers. And thank you so much for subscribing, by the way, much appreciated. But with the new traffic to the channel, I thought I'd just do a quick short video on these messages that I send for, people new to the channel and watching, because I think it's pretty important. But basically, I send these messages to kind of cut down on the chances that I get a contract violation from customers trying to steal, basically. And so I'm going to go ahead and throw up a screenshot here. These are the messages that I send, and this is just copy and paste out of, I have a Word document, a notepad on my phone, and I just copy these messages and paste and send, basically. So the first message, so now this is when I arrive at the customer. It says, "Hello, this is Joe, your Dasher. I have arrived with your order and now getting out of my car to deliver." Now, the key, I modified this message a couple times when I first came up with it. And the key words here is where I say, "I'm getting out of my car." Because initially the message just said, "I have arrived with your order." Well, if you're talking about some kind of large apartment complex, a complex of warehouses, some kind of a large facility or whatever, just telling a customer that you have arrived, well, you could be on the other side of the complex from where they are. I mean, so that's why I put the words in there, "I'm getting out of my car." That way the customer knows that I've parked and I'm where I should be anyway. Sometimes it's not always the right place, but I've parked and I'm now getting out of my car with the order. Okay. And so the second message, now there's a couple instances where I only send message number 2. And I don't send message number 1. Okay, and those instances are if it's a hand-to-customer order and I pull up to the delivery and I can see the customer. They're standing outside, or they're, a lot of times I have customers meet me at my car even as I'm stopping. So in those instances, I don't send the first message. Also, on orders where it's supposed to be a leave at the door, but I start walking up to the front door and the customer opens the door. And then a lot of times I won't, if I can just hand them the order, I will. I won't, a lot of times I won't try to press the issue of asking them if I can take my picture. I'll just hand them the order and then I'll send my second message. Okay. So the second message, and this is after I've delivered the order and I'm returning back to my car. It's order delivered. Thank you for placing your DoorDash order today. Okay, send that. If possible, I send it like through the app. And if sometimes you go to send a text to a customer, it opens up the text messaging on my phone. If it does, that's okay. I'll send the messages through the texting on my phone. But if I do that, I make sure that I hold on to those messages at least a day before I delete those texts off my phone, just in case I get a contract violation and need proof. Then the other key here is after I send the order delivered message, then I wait before closing out the order. Sometimes I wait as little as like 30 seconds, and I've waited as long as like 3 minutes. It just depends on how I feel about the delivery, the kind of like the vibes I'm getting here. If it's a customer that I've delivered to before and feel pretty comfortable about it, I might just wait the 30 seconds. But if it's somewhere that I've never been to before, or it's kind of like a shady type of area or whatever, I'll wait 2, sometimes 3 minutes. In that time, I might like reposition my car. Like, just say, for example, I'm parked in their driveway. I might back my car out and drive down a house or two, or get into a different position or whatever, but still staying close to the customer. I wait my minute or two or whatever, and then close out the order. And the thought process behind that is, if they are going to try to steal, then if I send that message, order delivered, and I wait a minute or two and there's no reply from them, then if DoorDash, sees that, well, they're going to assume that the customer got the order. So if they really and truly didn't get the order, they would reply to that message that I sent. Oh, hey, wait a minute. No, I actually didn't get the order here. Okay, but so there's my proof right there that they got the order. Now, before I started sending the messages, I probably got, and these were my first like 3 or 4 months of dashing, I probably got around maybe 3 to 5 or so contract violations from customers stealing. And since I've been sending these messages, it's only happened to me one time. That's it. It was these punk teenage boys at a swimming pool that stole Smoothie King smoothies from me. And then those kids, they wouldn't have cared if I would have sent those messages, took a picture, took a selfie of me with them, giving them the order, and collected some kind of signature from them as well. Those kids still would have tried to steal that. So it is what it is. But anyway, so that's my advice on hand to customer orders. It's worked for me. I've heard other dashers where they said that they take pictures on every order, and like I even read a comment somewhere on a video, one dasher said that like he even takes a picture of like his hand and the customer's hand and the actual exchange. And for me personally, these messages are good enough. I've never needed to go to that extreme with, taking a picture of the customer's hand. So, but anyway, so yeah, definitely, I would highly recommend protecting yourself, and sending messages like this. It only slowing you up about a minute or so is worth it. It's worth it to take that extra minute to do this process, and it's going to drastically cut down the odds that you're going to get a contract violation from a customer wanting to steal. So there you go. Hope this helps, and thanks for watching this video. And as always, be sure to drive safe out there, and we'll see you next time.